About 30 years ago or so, I was sitting on an airplane with my family back to Los Angeles. Everything was good. I got to choose whatever movie I wanted to watch. And all of a sudden, it felt as if the walls were closing in on my foot. Tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. I caused turbulence from the inside of that airplane as I screamed, "Mommy! What is happening? Oh my God, what is happening?" Flight attendants come running. They come running. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing at all we can do. You see, I'm wearing a cast on my foot. And it wasn't one of those hold your foot in place casts. It was a corrective cast. You see, my foot was starting to turn this way as a child. And this was already pushing it the other way. So now the air pressure is swelling up my foot tighter and tighter and tighter. In this confined space, we had 6.5 hours to get back to my home, safely cut that off. Sitting in a doctor's office, also about 30 or so years ago, and he tells my family to make arrangements in front of me, in front of the child, tells him that he's going to die. See, this is just a taste of my training. And what I have come to believe is that whatever we are dealing with in life, whatever situation that comes our way, is actually minuscule to what we're actually able to handle going forward. And when we believe that and we understand that, we can navigate it through gracefully. And you see, on paper, I have been a victim to my suffering my entire life. But I am not a survivor. I am a warrior. And it took the universe to conspire once again to throw another messenger in my life. And this time in the form of an earth angel that showed me my resilience, that showed me my power, that showed me all that power that has been cultivated within. And you see, love is my catalyst for strength and healing. And there are messengers in our lives that come when you're not expecting them. And sometimes we are assigned to be those messengers. And we don't know that of whose life we're actually going to change and help. And that is why we must live a life of love over fear. And that is why I show up every day living a life and loving a life of purpose over pain. You see, when we look back at all of the trauma and all of the disturbances and all of the tragic events that have gone through, we can look back and realize who we have become because of it, who we have become in our self-evolution. To looking back in those situations that we had no idea what they were about or why they were happening, and who we are today because of them. I had to learn acceptance. I had to learn calmness. And acceptance and calmness, healing starts from a place of calmness. And that's what I had to discover on my own. And when we look back and realize to pay attention to the people that are placed in our lives, to pay attention to the situations, especially the unexpected ones, to pay attention to the messengers that are brought to us, that we realize that at the end of the day, fierce love must prevail. And if we want to tip the scales, not just in our lives, but in the lives of the entire world, strength and love is the way of the peaceful warrior. We must awaken it, and it must be called. And we must learn to love fiercely in any way that we can. For there is a reason for us being here in this world. And whether we fear death or we don't fear death, or whatever our fears are coming our way, love is the answer that will shower all of that pain away. So one hand on your heart for love, one hand on your heart for strength. say it together and say it with me. Whenever you're feeling it, that I am a warrior.